thing and just share with them. It's not like they eat a lot, so it's not like they're gonna.
So this weekend was pretty crazy. Probably one of the most busiest weekends we've had in a while. But it was nice because we got to be around a lot of friends and family and just kind of, I don't know, it's nice when you can have times like that where you can just be with other people and not just, you know, the same old routine. So it was fun and it was good for Riker to be able to be around other people and kids and play and have fun. But today I am so tired just because the weekend was busy and waking up extra early, and along with, you know, just like go the entire weekend. Last night, for some reason, Riker woke up twice. I think that he had some nightmares, not night terrors, because my doctor confirmed that they're completely different. So it's definitely just a nightmare. But even with a nightmare, like, he's fully awake. Like, he let me change him and everything, but doesn't want me to touch him sometimes, and it's not that it's the night terror. Like, he's fully aware that I'm there and everything. He just does not want me to touch him, and he doesn't want me to talk to him or anything. So the first time I just had to sit there and just be quiet, and I tried to sit in the crib with him and thought maybe if I was a little closer he would, you know, get out of the whole don't touch me, don't talk to me phase, and then curl up with me. But he didn't, so I sat on the floor and I just sat there and waited, and then finally I got up and offered to cuddle him, and then he was willing. So I cuddled him and he passed right out, like instantly. Contemplating on fixing the bedroom because we've been wanting to move the bed away from the wall and move it into like another spot, because even though our room's really tiny, it's not like we do acrobatics or play in there or something. You know, you go in there to change and sleep, and you know, it doesn't need to be like a lot of room in there. So the way we want the bed will take up a little more room, but it'll also give us a way so the wall that I'm sleeping on gets a little bit of condensation because of a little bit of lack of insulation in there. In the wall, I think it's from the mice and stuff moving things. So I end up waking up sometimes sleeping with the blankets being a little wet, and then the cold coming off from that wall makes me really chilly at night. So it'll be nice to be able to be, you know, I'll have like nothing, no wall, no nothing. Man, immediately regretted doing this after doing like 2 of those. They're really heavy with water. whatever. I'm already halfway through, so I gotta do it. I gotta finish. So this is how it turned out. It was hard work by myself for sure, but I was able to do it, and I think it looks pretty good. I kind of like it like this, and that way I'm not on that cold wall, and we both have our own ends. I think won't wake him up as much, because before I was climbing on the bed and then laying down, and I think that woke him up too much. So I think that now that I'm there, I can just crawl into bed carefully, and, you know, because waking up with this guy, right? Yeah. I wake up with you? Because you scream? You scream? Yeah. He's been so cute today and wanting to talk more. It's really cute. I think because we were around a lot of people yesterday and the day before. But and then I have my little stand there where I have able to have like my light, and then I can put like my phone and stuff there, and then whatever.
I'll be super strong in YOLO when
What's a cat say?
Oh, wow.
Say meow. No, what does a cat say? That isn't what a cat says. What does a cat say?
Ow.
What does a duck say?
Go, go, go.
What does a cow say?
Go, 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 go.
Moo. What does a cow say? Moo.
Boo,
Moo.
boo, boo.
What does a sheep say?
Go, go, go.
Ba. What does a sheep say?
Okay, go.
Ba ba ba.
No.
What's a sheep say?
Ba, ba, ba.
Ba ba ba.
Ba.
What does mommy say?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mama says yeah. You're not mommy. You're Riker. What does Riker say?
Yeah.
What does Riker say? Riker says...
Da, da,
Really?
da, da. Da, da.
Today, Buddy, Tiny, Shiny, and Dawn decide to start their own club
What you doing?
about nature. So come on along with me on the dinosaur train. All aboard!
The little guy?
That's very flattering.
I noticed that your shell is blue.
Be able to make any new discoveries. Really? You figured it out as you go.
You ever feel like you want to eat more, drink more than 1 cup of coffee, and you could just drink that as your drink all day? It's so bad. I mean, coffee is not terrible for you, especially if you just drink it as black as possible, or if you drink it black, but it's still not good to drink a ton of it or have it as your main source of fluids, because of the fact that it's acidic, so it can upset your stomach. So I'm just catching up on, so I got hair on the lens, just catching up on some of our Christian videos, just to kind of add to my study for tonight for a meeting, and then letting Riker sleep a little bit longer. So he's in a really bad mood. He's, as you saw when he woke up, he was just kind of cranky and crying, but it's like now, like the whole day so far, he's just whined about everything. He's been angry over the little things. I went into his room and he already like took out a bunch of toys, but I said, let's clean up and change your diaper. and he got so mad and he was flinging his toys, and he never does this. It's like not him whatsoever. So he must have had some really bad dream or something, or been having bad dreams, because this is not like him whatsoever. And he was so angry that he had to take a nap, and then finally once I started rocking him he fell asleep. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. So I just hope that he takes a nap, he gets some good rest, and then he wakes up and we can have a good time. Because I was gonna, trying to play with him and everything, and it's like he didn't want to do anything. So, and try to eat good lunch with him. And he like ate good for that few minutes of that clip, and then that was it. Like, he started getting angry and throwing things. And so last night when I got back from my meeting, we were sitting in bed and my husband passed out. He was like so out of it, so tired, and he had his computer still on, and it wasn't loud because Riker was sleeping, but it was loud enough. But I heard almost like girls giggling and laughing, kind of like laugh screaming right by my window, right above my head, and I was like, okay. I'm like, that's weird. But I just figured maybe it was just neighbors down the road and they were just being silly or something, even though it was late. And then I kept hearing it like getting louder, and this is over my husband's speakers and everything for his computer. And so that's when I was like, okay, I better like tell him to shut it down. So I quickly woke him up and I'm like, shut the speakers down. It took him forever because he was so out of it that he had no clue what was going on, and so he was trying to figure out like how to shut it off, and he was like half out. And then finally we did. We heard just the end of coyotes. And I know that they're in this area, and I know, you always have to be careful no matter what, because even when I lived in a area where it wasn't as remote as this, they still came out sometimes. There was like a rabid one that came out, and we had to be careful. And that was like during the day when we were like playing as kids. So but here I know that there's like groups of them, and so I know that we still have to be careful just in case. But it's just kind of creepy because they scream. If you've never heard a coyote, like their noises they make, go look up coyote and like listen to some of the sounds they make, because it was one time I was at my mom's and we were leaving, and this is like where I grew up, but she didn't come outside, so she didn't even hear it, but we started running to the car, and we heard this loud woman scream. Like literally it sounded like a woman screaming her like bloody murder. And it's okay, it sounds like a woman screaming, but then it also has weird tones to it where if you know coyotes, you just know that it's them and not like some woman screaming. So obviously we weren't like in panic and be like, oh no, someone's dying in the woods. But it just gives that eerie scream that a woman would give if she was like being murdered or something. It's really creepy. So if you hear that at night, it's like, ugh. But yeah, so you just gotta be careful.
That's one of three.
Please, one more time.
Everyone gets an equal share. I have a sandwich I'd like to share. It's shaped.
So we got off to kind of a late start today because he actually didn't wake up till 9. And I was up for a little while trying to make my tooth feel better. And it's frustrating because I know I need it fixed, but it's just the whole money situation, so it's kind of frustrating. But I'm just trying to figure things out before I actually make an appointment, but I know I need one soon because it's been hurting every single night. And I don't like to deal with it. It's so annoying. But just kind of clean up. And I wanted to take him outside, but it looks really like blah out. Like really blah. So, probably gonna be cold, but I guess I'll bundle us up and just go for like a small walk or something. Another thing that I wanted to do quickly because everyone knows about my craziness, but I noticed that the shelf that I had in the corner right there mixed with that and the guitar and everything and the stand being there now, it was just too much, too crazy. And it still looks crazy because I have laundry, I have books there and that stupid gate. But I think it looks a lot better because it was just like too much, too crowded. I ended up putting it in here because I figured that way I can have a spot for blankets and then like his special books, and then that way I can still like display them and stuff, and then books that we read and whatnot, and he can have like a little reading bookshelf, and then we can, you know, kind of sit here and he can read some books and stuff. And then that way, like, I put that over there and whatnot, so it's not just like out in front of the door. And then here's just a couple things, so I feel like it looks a little bit more organized over here and not like so many books. And plus I figured that he's gonna be getting a lot of books anyway, so it's good to have more shelf space. You know, I got more done than I thought I would today because of time and whatnot. But finally he went down for a nap. He went down really quick, so that was good because it was a late nap. He went down at 2. I'm only gonna let him sleep for like an hour because he woke up late. That way he'll still sleep tonight, and I'm gonna get all that done. And then I just have dishes to do. So I decided to make pancakes, and if you do the recipe right, where you have the right amount of flour, sometimes my measuring cups, I don't know, they'll come out more flat like this, but if you have just the right amount, I ended up adding a little bit more, they'll come out nice and fluffy like this. And what you do is you beat the egg and the egg white first, and then you beat it with the milk and vanilla and whatnot, and it makes it nice and fluffy. So it's kind of like what they call Japanese hotcakes, where they're more thicker and stuff, which I like. I like when they're nice and like, you know, fluffy and thick like that. So I didn't really think of talking about this. I don't know. I was, you know, it's kind of a neat thing, but I didn't think about talking about it. But this weekend on Saturday, we were in a little short film that was created by a friend of ours. He's in film school, in production and all that, and he wanted a toddler, and then he needed like a